Hello! Here's a little drawing tutorial because I've been getting people asking me to do more of these. So this is how I do my colored pencils. So I first do a little sketch. This is just my outline because I'm lazy and I like to do dark sketches. Oops, guilty. So I can trace over it with the colored pencils after. I use these Prismacolor pencils. I actually love these. They're kind of expensive, but they're so worth it. Here's me drawing the eye. I like to block out the dark colors first. And for the dark colors here, I use a dark brown and then an ultramarine blue to make black. And then here I got lazy and I actually just used black because I feel like it wasn't dark enough. So I'm just coloring that in. Doing a bit of outline, really paying attention to my line weight and, making it thicker in some parts, thinner in other parts to make it stand out. I'm adding green because I just love green. I love green so much. And I wanted to add green to this horse, even though horses aren't green. I don't care. A little more green, a little more green. I'm sorry, I kind of skipped the details, but I basically just colored over what I drew. Okay, wow. And then I'm fixing the shadows here, and then I am done. Yes.
If this is how you draw cats, stop, because I'm going to prove to you that you can draw a realistic cat and you won't believe how easy this actually is, okay? So first we need to shape our cat with 3 circles like this, and then from the sides of the second circle you can draw 2 lines coming down like this for the front legs. Don't forget the tail at the bottom, and for the face you just draw a horizontal and a vertical line to mark the center, and right at the bottom of the horizontal line you can place the eyes. And something people usually forget is to connect the sides of the nose to the eyes like this. If this is looking a little complicated, you can check out the longer version of this video on my YouTube channel. But moving on, here's my best tip when you're drawing on a table: lift your paper up before using a pen to make sure that everything's making sense. I had to fix some little things here and there, and now look how much better it looks, right? Anyways, now I'm adding some stripes like this because this will help us make the fur realistic later, and trust me on this one, I know it looks more complicated, but it's actually easier. Just try to make the lines curve a little to follow the shape of the body. And now I'm just using an ink pen to outline the face and mark the hairs a little bit, and this is basically a bunch of short little lines like this. You want them to follow the direction of the hairs, which is from top to bottom, and this is how you draw the proportions of a cat. If you want to know how to get this result, stay tuned for part 2 where we're gonna do the fur. Bye! This is part 2 on how to draw a cat, and now I'm gonna show you that you can actually draw realistic fur because it's actually so much easier than it looks, okay? So basically with an ink pen, you're gonna draw all these little lines and you're basically drawing each little hair, which I know it sounds like a lot, but the results are worth it. Just trust me. Just keep drawing the hairs, making sure that you draw more lines on the stripes, and this is actually easier than making the fur with no stripes, I think, because it kind of like helps you hide any mistakes you might make. And here you can start playing with the shadows and make the parts behind the front legs a little darker. And to make something darker, it's really simple. All you have to do is just add more lines where you want your shadows to be in. You can also make some dots like this to mark where the whiskers are, and also to shade inside the eye like this. This is really cute and it makes it look so realistic. And now my favorite part, which is optional, but you can use a white gel pen to draw the whiskers and intensify the lights a little bit. And if you want to see this whole process in a slower, more detailed tutorial, check out my YouTube channel. And this is how you draw a realistic cat. Bye!
Feel like it.
How I draw realistic animals. Let's draw this cat together. First, break down the reference into simple shapes. This will build our foundation. Lighten the sketch with an eraser. Now, use angular lines to simplify the cat's shape, face, and fur. Angular lines help to act as a base when we add complex details. Lighten the sketch one more time. Now we add curved lines on the face, body, and texturize the fur. I spend the most time on Step 3, looking at my reference to ensure my details are proportionally correct. And Step 2 gave us a general guideline of where our details will go. I kind of start placing values anywhere, TBH, but generally, I go from dark, mid, light, when I shade with pencil. Editing your references in grayscale can help you map out your values easier. And we're done!
How I draw cats. I like to start off with the head because then I can get a good idea of the scale of the rest of the body, and it's also the funnest part, but I leave details like the eyes to the end. Next I draw the base shape of the chest, and then I fill out the rest of the body. I like to draw the paws as little circles before I add the details. I kind of screwed up here with the back legs, but you'll see that I fix it later on. Around here is where you can go in with the final details, like eyes and whiskers, and then you're done.
So you smile at everything I say. You got some soft lips and some pearly white. I wanna touch them in the dead of night. Your smile ignites just like a candlelight. And somehow I know everything's alright. 僕は答える悲しみ時も笑う時
Very lightly draw a circle. Draw an angled line. Now draw another one from the top. Draw a smaller circle. That will be the nose. This bump will be the mouth. Draw a curved line for the neck and 2 smaller lines for the body. We're going to change these later. Now draw a small circle where the eye will go. The ears are a triangular shape. 1 line for the back of the neck and another one for the mane. Now with the tip of your pencil, let's put some details in. Draw the top eyelid and an oval for the eye, and the bottom eyelid. Let's darken the inside of the eye. Now color the whole eyeball and shade around the eye. Let's put a little more shading in. The nose is 3 curved shapes. Let's outline the head, starting with the nose. There's the mouth. And under the mouth, it's another curved line. Draw a straight line up to that circle. Follow the guidelines all the way down the neck and the body. Back to the nose. Draw the top of the head. Outline that ear. Notice that central line. We're going to add the mane now. You can make this more detailed in your drawing. I'm just giving you an idea here. Shade around the eye and the nose and the mouth. We'll add that final ear. Lightly shade the whole head. Make the inside of the neck a little bit darker. If you got value from this content, please do follow, like, comment, and share.